Okay, the next part of the value package, programs, benefits, services, and for the record, I'm going to go off. I'm going to go off the slides for a second and talk to you. The next class, all that class is about, is the presentation, explanation of your programs and services. So think of this as just a short, abbreviated presentation version of what you have to offer people. The first thing is access to information about houses. The second thing is access to information about financing and how to buy them. The third thing is about your knowledge of the area and the fact that you're a member of that community and how that can impact positively on a purchaser's chances of getting the right house. Now we're going to just talk about generic agency, and which I think are just a huge deal, and it's something that most people don't even talk about or think about too much. You're going to negotiate in their behalf, and hopefully you're going to be a really good negotiator. You're going to advocate for them. You're going to protect them. You're going to encourage people to buy houses with inspections on them, and also, if appropriate, a location survey. You're going to encourage cash buyers to get an appraisal anyway to ensure that they're getting the value right and they're not overpaying for the home. There's a whole slew, a whole list of things that we do to advocate for and to protect our purchasers, in addition to simply negotiating for price and buying conditions. The other thing that's really important in this process is that they can make an informed decision based on all of the information. I'll give you an example of that. Let's say that you go out, you show them 5 houses. You're going on a tour to show them 5 houses. And they see number 2. They're jumping up and down in the dining room and they're going, I don't even want to see the other houses. I love this place. We're having a party. We're going back to the office and we're going to buy it. We're going to buy this house. And I would always say to them, that's fantastic. I think it's great. But as a courtesy to the sellers and in order to create a context for you, for all of the homes out there, let's just finish the tour. Most people, I don't remember anybody not agreeing to do that. And so they were absolutely crazy about house number 2 until they got to house number 4. And all of a sudden, the house number 2 is in the rearview mirror. So it's really helpful to them to be able to make a fully informed decision about each and every alternative that they have out there. And the only way that they can do that is to work with a qualified professional. Client protection. If you work on an unrepresented basis and someone makes a contractual mistake, you may have some legal protection in that situation. I'd be very concerned about it. We have errors and omissions insurance. If we make a mistake that costs $50,000, that's why we have errors and omissions insurance, is to make sure that our clients and us, we as agents and our clients, are covered. And it's a huge deal. We just had a case recently where over $80,000 basically was, one of our clients was defrauded out of it with wire fraud. And we were able to get coverage for that. I could sit here for a half hour and rattle off circumstances where errors and omissions were extremely important, not only to the agent, but also to the purchasers. And that's a huge deal and very, very important for everybody. Bottom line, we're going to spend the next particular session of this is going to be exclusively on how to present your value package in a buyer-agent presentation, basically how to list a buyer, and then the second part of that is how to deal with some of the specific objections that may surface right now. You have an incredible value package. You have access to wonderful information. You have knowledge, expertise, experience. You know a lot about financing. You know how to advocate and negotiate for your people. You know how to do debt restructuring, or you should. You should train yourself into these skills. And you know, if you need some work to get to the point where you're really, really proud of who and what you are as a real estate professional, bite the bullet. Bite the bullet. Absolutely feeling like I've got this is fun. It's fun, and the first person you have to sell is yourself. Once you start believing in yourself, it's very easy to convince other people.